And then I hear you being called fool, you're sick, you're stupid. A lot of those very weird words. Is that a love language for you? I'm not sure why you keep taking that. What's happening?
It's actually not a love language, but like, I really like him, so yeah.
Last night was the eviction night, okay? And as usual, since the beginning of this year's edition of Big Brother Naija, there have been lots of twists, and we saw yet another twist last night. And that wasn't the only thing. The much anticipated strike. Yes, Bella and Sheggz finally got a strike. In fact, it was really an embarrassing moment for them, both the eviction and the strike. But anyways, I'll definitely tell you guys more about all of that. But before then, I am Bethy, and this is the Big Brother Naija show here on Thav TV, where I keep you updated on everything and anything happening in this year's edition of Big Brother Naija, the Level Up season. Okay, so going straight into it. We know that a lot of persons were up for eviction from last week Sunday. And I think Ella Swags, Chomzi, Brian, Fina, Donny, and there was a sixth person I can't seem to remember right now. But during the course of the week, a lot of things have been happening. A lot of housemates have been bragging too much. The likes of Chomzi, she had been feeling too confident. Like, she was literally on her worst behavior this week, and she was up for eviction. I'm like, okay, girl, do you know that you're up for eviction? You should be on your best behavior. You should be making sure that your fans and even people that are not your fans want to vote for you. But no, she was just being a catastrophic human being, causing problems here and there. Okay. So last night, I think I want to go straight into, okay, no, before the eviction proper happened, about 30 minutes before, Big Brother called out Sheggz and Bella and admonished them about all their excesses. You know, they've been doing a lot. We've been complaining, from the whole situation with Rachel to Sheggz outrightly disobeying Biggie's rules and, you know, acting like he's too big to be punished and all of that. So we the viewers have been agitated. We have been like, geez, when is Big Brother going to handle this? When is Big Brother going to say something about this? And finally, after much time has passed, Big Brother called them out and issued them a strike each. So they both have a strike. And some persons are like, I think that just one strike is not enough. Because, yo, Sheggz has been doing things. It's his arrogance for me. Like, dude is so arrogant and overconfident. He feels like, yo, if I was up for eviction, I'm not going to go. Dude, no. If you were up for eviction by mistake, you were definitely going home. People do not like you like that. Yes, it's hard to believe. But yes. So during the eviction, okay, that was after Big Brother gave them the strike. You know how Evicted usually does his things. After he called out the first housemate to leave the house, which was Doyin, and I wasn't surprised. Hey, everybody knows that Doyin doesn't really have a lot of fans because of what she had been doing, though. Because Doyin came into the house originally and she was loved by a lot of people, but as time went on, she started playing and placing herself to the audience as someone who is desperate for friendship, who is desperate for any form of bond at all. And so she started, you know, reducing her own standards. I mean, we used to know Doyin as the person that does not, like, she tells you what it is as it is. She doesn't flaunt what she says. She doesn't go back and forth. She will tell you, hey, this is what it is. But we saw her breaking that. We saw her, you know, licking Sheggz and Bella's boots, you know, being a lot of things that she wasn't, and it made people who originally used to like her start, you know, going back and taking the back seat when it came to Doyin. Now, yes, she was the first housemate to leave the house, and it wasn't surprising at all. I mean, even her fellow housemates don't really like her like that, so it wasn't surprising. And then after that, Ebuka had called out Bella and Sheggz, and he was like, okay, it's almost as though every time I tune in my TV, like I tune into Big Brother Naija, you're always apologizing to Sheggz for something. And in the end of the day, we hear him calling you names like stupid, names like you're dumb, or you're foolish, things like that. And for some reason, you're still there. He was asking Bella, and he was like, would you normally take this from anybody? Like, is that your love language? Like, and it was funny. And then Bella, being as wonderful as she is, she had nothing sensible to say in response. What did she say? She was like, normally she wouldn't take this from anybody, but I really like him, I really like him, so, and I was like, okay, really? So liking someone means that you become a total fool for the person. Like you drop all your standards, you disrespect yourself, because I strongly believe that it is how you place yourself to people that they would really relate to you. So if he feels that he can disrespect you, it's because you have given him that vibe that, hey, this girl will take anything, and he will keep doing that. And she did not really give any reasonable response. According to Ebuka, their relationship, Ebuka was like trying to, let her know that, hey, this thing you're doing, a lot of people out there are not really finding it funny. Your so-called strategy is not really working for you because fans out there don't really like it. But she didn't get it. She didn't get it. They didn't get it. I think maybe Sheggz got it, but Bella did not get it. And when Ebuka was calling the next housemate to be evicted, a lot of the fans are shouting Bella. Like, I'm pretty sure that would have gotten her, hurt. She was wondering, hey, so people don't like me like that. Because we know that in that house, Bella and Sheggz have been acting as though they are untouchable. Like, everybody loves them. Everybody's doting at their relationship. And I'm like, seriously? If only you know. So I guess that, moment where the live audience were chanting Bella when Ebuka was calling the next housemate to be evicted, I guess it must have taken her aback a little, and she was like, okay, really though? People don't really like me as much as I thought. And you would think that would give her a rethink and, make her to want to be better, but hey, we've not really seen anything like that. As a matter of fact, when they went back into the house, she and Sheggz were literally dragging the audience, dragging Ebuka, even Big Brother for giving them a strike. Anyway, that was a lot. And finally, Ebuka called the second housemate to be evicted was Chumsy, yes. And finally, the final housemate to leave was Elo Swags, which, like I said, I'm not really bothered at all. You see, I was really hoping that nobody from level 2 would leave, so that level 1 could really realize that if they were really up against those guys, they would not stand a chance, because they were all feeling like untouchable, all feeling like, it's us. Chumsy had made a lot of mouths. She had said a lot of things, like she was not going anywhere. Like if she was saying that if they were still playing house against house, that by now the whole of level 2 would have been wiped out. She was saying a lot of things. They all were saying a lot of things, and I was really happy to see that they were living. Although Ebuka told us about Big Brother's new twist, which is the level 3 house. So the level 3 house, according to Big Brother, is going to house the newly evicted housemates. They are going to be there from now until the 18th of September. And to the rest of the housemates, like the level 2, the mixed house and merged house, they all think that they have been evicted, that these housemates are actually going home. But only these guys in the level 3 house know that, hey, they're still here. And they do not know that they have been evicted, which is kind of crazy because I don't get it. I don't know what exactly is the point, because I heard them this morning, Doyin, and they've been having conversations, Doyin and Chumsy. When Doyin was talking, she was like, I think we are part of the top 3. I'm like, girl, you've been evicted, because they think that they are still there. So she was probably trying to make sense of the fact that they were taken to another house. She felt like, hey, maybe we must be the top finalists. I'm like, no, you're going home on the 18th of September. Anyway, Big Brother says that these guys are no longer in the running for the 100 million, but they are still going to be reintroduced to the house later on in the week and still be participating in the games as well. Now, what I don't know is if they would also be able to win, like, for instance, if they were participating in the head of house games, would they win a head of house? Or will they still, get to win sponsored tasks and get the benefits from those tasks? Okay, I could say this about the level 3 house. It looks nice. That's all I can say, because I don't really understand. This whole level 3 thing doesn't really make sense to me. So I don't really understand what Big Brother is trying to do. If he's just really trying to make it fun so much that it's not even, it's almost like he's doing too much, like he's trying too hard. And I'm like, oh, okay, this doesn't make sense. But hey, I don't know. I want to believe that Bella and Sheggz would turn a new leaf, even though they had been dragging Ebuka, the audience, Big Brother, for like even their fellow housemates for a really long time after the whole eviction thingy happened, because you could tell that they were really embarrassed. I mean, Bella was really embarrassed by everything that happened. Well, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if they would actually realize what their problems are and try to do better, or if they're just going to continue their toxic relationship. Until that time, I am Bethy, and this is the Big Brother Naija show here on TAF TV. Well, I'll be here again to tell you what next happens as I usually do. Enjoy the rest of your day.